This is Grandson of Right Thought. Welcome to the School of Marvelous Light. Go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 27. The book of Proverbs, chapter 27. So recently, we had a discussion about rebuking in the body, how it works, the order in which it must be carried out. And we had to do that with the person within the body. We had to rebuke them openly before the church, you see. So we're going to read a scripture about what happened to bring some clarity and some light to situations like this within the body and how it should go, and how we've been without open rebuke, which has allowed a lot of mischief to run awry in the body, you see. So let's read Proverbs chapter 27, verse 5. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Y'all hear that? Open rebuke is better than secret love. Open correction. So if you got 6 brothers around a table and one of the brothers is out of order, well, it's better for me to openly rebuke him before the people for his error than for me to say I love him secretly in my heart and not openly rebuke him. Y'all understand? For instance, a lot of times as the elect or as empaths in this world, y'all have secretly loved people. You see? Held your tongue, kept it to yourself, didn't rebuke, you didn't openly share information about people, you didn't out them, as we say, right? And he didn't say that secret love was bad. He just said open rebuke is better. So then we who mature in the faith would seek to do the better thing, correct? I mean, don't that make sense? We would seek to do what's better. So then we would openly rebuke wrongdoing. Now let's just see these churches of the world, if that were the case. When something was done wrong, it was brought forth openly. The pastor just stood up there in front of the church and was like, this person is doing this. You're doing this. And you need to change and you need to amend your ways. You see? If that person had some type of sin that they were trying to hide or scheme or keep under wraps, if you don't openly rebuke them, they may continue on in their sin. Now, how is that better? It's not better. Well, it's hard for somebody to continue on in their sin within the body if you don't openly expose it and rebuke. You see? Like what happened recently on the video that I had to make. Y'all understand? Open rebuke is better than secret love. Verse 5. Verse 6. Proverbs 27, verse 6. Faithful are the wounds of a friend. Stop. Wait a minute. A true friend would give you wounds? Yes. True friend might whoop your ass. Might grab you by your collar and snatch you up and say, hey, cut this shit out, man. You damn near died doing that shit. And I love you. I'm not going to let you die. So get your shit together. Talk to you the way you need to be talked to. Causes a wound. But it says, faithful are the wounds of a friend. You hear that? But the kisses of an enemy are what? Deceitful. You see that? Deceitful. You see? So your friend may say something harsh. Listen to the words of wisdom out of Proverbs. Your friend will say something that may hurt your feelings. See, wounds. But it's true. But an enemy, he may say something that will feel like a kiss to you. but it's deceitful and it's a lie. You see why the grandson of right thought be telling y'all about what's profane speech? What is profanity? Lying, deceiving when you speak. That's profanity to the Most High. You see that? That's profanity to him, is when you lie and deceive, because that's trickery. So when you're being honest, sometimes that may hurt somebody's feelings, you see? Don't it? When you be honest, you may hurt somebody's feelings, right? Okay then. I mean, ain't it obvious that that's the case? That if somebody really loves you, they may hurt your feelings. It's like that scripture that says, a son in whom he delight, he chasteneth often. So the child that's getting chastened often, when he has friends that are not getting chastened often, doesn't he think he's in a tough case as a kid? My dad's always on my ass. My friends get to stay out and do what they want to do. All that shit, right? I mean, ain't that what be happening? Hold on one second. So for a while, the child thinks, hey, I'm in the bad case. And the kids that are getting away with it, they're in the good case. It seemed like that when you're young, but as you get older and you reap the benefits of the chastity that your father put on you and the chastening that he put on you, you endure it and it grows you into a man. Those other guys that were able to slack off, it didn't pay them. Look where they are. You see? They don't have the discipline. They don't have the self-control. They don't have the fruits of this inner world that you possess because of the discipline that you were given as a child. So therefore, they're not as disciplined as you are. You see? Because you'll see what a man is truly made of once civilization has fallen. And for anybody to think that it won't happen here in America, you're just fooling yourself, because it has happened everywhere else. America is not exempt from judgment. Y'all must understand that. America has many, 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 many sins and much, 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 much blood to atone for. You see? So you knowing that, knowing where this world is headed, it's going to really separate the truth from the lies. The ones that say they are men are going to be shown if they truly are or not, because you'll have to endure hardship. That will test the limits of what a man is made of, to see if you truly are. So will a woman. You all will be tested to your limit. It's just the way it works. Abba is no respecter of persons, so all will be tested. You see? To see if what they have made of themselves is true. So whatever I am you have made up of yourself, we'll see if it's true. And we'll see if you can endure the open rebuke when it comes, because it will indeed come. Father says those things that are done secretly, he will expose openly. So if you're just running around thinking that that won't happen, then you're just deceiving yourself. You don't know it yet. And the only ones who believe it are those who know it, those who have had it happen to them. So isn't that interesting what I just said? The vast world doesn't believe it because it has not happened to them yet. So they don't believe it. And the only way a person does believe it is if it happens to them. If there is a supreme being that judges them. And when it happens, they know that they're being judged by the supreme being. When that happens, then they believe it now because they are experiencing it. Those who have not experienced God's judgment but are still getting away with what they've done, see, remember the children that are getting away. It looks like they're enjoying it for a season. And the righteous sit there and wonder. A lot of them do until they mature. They say, why is this happening? Why are these wicked just getting off scot-free? Well, who's going to hold them? Who's going to openly rebuke them? You see? Someone has to stand for the children of Israel and openly say, the Lord rebuke thee. Do y'all hear what I just said to you? Now watch this mystery. Y'all heard what I just said. Someone has to stand for the children of Israel and say these words. The Most High, Abba Yah, rebuke thee, O Satan. So let's see. Who's going to do that? There's a prophecy written in Daniel that says, and then he, that great prince, Michael, shall stand for the children of God's people. See? Y'all hear that? Now, there was a dispute between the angel of the Lord and Satan for the body of Moses. And what did the angel of the Lord say to Satan? Did he not say, Abba Yah, rebuke thee? Y'all see what I'm telling y'all? You see the connection and y'all connecting the dots? Did you draw your little picture? Was your picture that you drew, was it Michael? So someone is going to stand up and rebuke openly. And he's going to stand up for who? The children of Israel. That's who he's going to stand up for, because they have no advocate, no one to stand up for them. You see? It's like my brother James and Barry and Henry and many others that have been attacked by Planet Pat, like I told you guys, and no one stood. So Grandson of Right Thought did, and openly rebuked. Y'all see how that working? Which liberate all of us from having to secretly love, because open rebuke is better than secretly loving. Saying, okay, I forgive you, I forgive you. Never exposing it to the church, never exposing the wickedness to anybody else, letting them find out on their own. And that's what was happening. But you see why open rebuke is better? So that everybody knows now to stay away from that man without having to find out on their own. See why it's better to openly rebuke and to expose? But it takes a certain unique individual to stand up for righteousness and fight and say, enough. I'm not going to take it. And I don't care how y'all feel about it. I'm going to openly rebuke this shit. Because this is wrong. I can take the blow myself if you want to hit me, but I'm not going to let you hit my brother James like that. You're not going to attack my brother James and threaten his life like that and threaten to do something to him when he ain't did shit to you. I'll tell you that shit right now, nigga. Because that's how we feel about each other. Now we got each other's back now. So you attack him, you attacking me. So you want to attack the grandson of Right Thought? That what you want to do? Well, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get an open rebuke in return. Now, can you openly rebuke back in truth? Or are you willing to just humble down and apologize to Brother James for attacking him in that way and threatening his life like that? Because I know you watching this video because you watch all my damn videos, nigga. You willing to apologize to that brother? You willing to apologize to Barry for false accusing him publicly and leave it at that? You willing to do that? You willing to take back what you said about coming down there to ATL to see Brother James and threatening him? You willing to take that back now? Because like I said, you threatening him, you threatening me, bro. And that's the way it's going to work with the elect from here on out. We're going to openly shine the light on your wicked asses, anybody who steps toward the elect. See, because back in the day, let me tell y'all why this is the case. Because back in the day, the elect were helpless. When they would get attacked, there would be nobody to see it. There would be nobody to bear witness to it. There would be no one to hear it. And we wouldn't understand that person was being attacked. And they would suffer alone in silence. So it was happening to the sheep. But they got an advocate now who's going to fight for them. You see that? Because like I said, when you strike them, you strike me. I'm part of the same body they're part of. So when you stub the toe, you hurt the whole body. When the body is hammering a nail into a piece of wood and that nail hits that thumb, that shit tortures the whole body, don't it? And so y'all think y'all want to hammer on us and smash toes and smash fingers as if those are insignificant parts of the body. You want to try to poke the eyes of the body and try to cover the mouth of the body. We're not letting you put your filthy hands on us anymore. You understand that? So like I said, you attack one, you attack me, you attack all, because I am. Now, Brother James, the name of the God you serve, what is his name? So fuck with us if you want to. Fuck with us if you want to. So open rebuke is better than secret love. Silawam Israel.